You probably remember that I am Sally Ruth. I was thinking that we need more young people in this film. So, I'm going to narrate this section. Let me remind you that, like my friends, I'm a computerized figure with an automated voice. So, I would suggest again that you not only listen to me, but also read the words. You'll remember that we have been talking about some theory about the dreamland level of world works. And we just talked about fields, roles, and role switching. Now, I'm going to tell you about a special kind of role. I hope you'll join me for the next 8 minutes or so to think about the cool idea of ghost roles and why they are very important to notice in group process. It's one of my favorite subjects. In any case, I love to play, so I'm going to talk about the theory of ghost roles in a fun and playful way. We need a playful way because the world is so troubled. My way of introducing all of this might help you grasp the ideas and use them in real life. And I hope this will appeal to everybody, both kids and adults. Let's get started. Okay, the concept of ghost roles might seem a little funny. Like you might imagine ghosts flying around in the air, or magic potions, or figures hiding in the background, or something like that. But ghost roles are one of the most important and overlooked parts of group process. And, actually, in a way, they are flying around in the air, but at the same time, they are right here, on Earth, and can be found just by listening closely to what people say. And when you discover a ghost role, all you have to do is bring it in. I mean, you can speak for it, or even act it out. Kids love to play out all kinds of storybook figures. But adults are usually a little more shy about that. Anyways, let me explain more about how we can find ghost roles in group discussions. To say it very simply, ghost roles are there whenever people talk about other people or things that are not right there in the room with them. Like, if a group is talking about these three figures who are outside of the group, that's called talking about third parties. For example, when my family gets together, they talk about all of the politicians they don't like and the ones they do like. Or people might talk about someone who left the group who was really, really angry.
I'm leaving and I'm not coming back.
Another ghost role in an organization could be the earlier boss who was so loving to everyone and who people really miss. You might be surprised to know that ghost roles can also turn up when people talk about the weather or the environment. That could happen when people talk about things like the trees or even a natural disaster. In any case, you never know what kind of ghost roles might be in the background of group discussions. Another ghost role that comes up a lot in group and community processes is the ghost of history. Unresolved stories about the past are often in the background of almost every group, organization, or nation. I've learned that with awareness, sensitivity, and the right timing, representing and processing the ghosts of history can often be very relieving and also resolving. You see, The big idea is that ghost roles need someone to represent them in order to fill out and deepen the group process. In other words, ghost roles seem like they are just outside of the group, but they are actually energies and experiences that belong to the whole group process. Okay, now I'm going to let you in on a little funny secret. One of the biggest places that you find ghost roles is when we gossip with each other. Did you see what Margie did? I couldn't believe she did that.
Me neither. I can't believe she was showing off all the time.
It was so embarrassing.
Totally. I agree.
Gossiping can be a lot of fun. But most of the time we don't notice that we're talking about a ghost role in our relationships. That is, an energy that we might need ourselves.
Right. Maybe we need to express ourselves more and not be so shy.
Right. Hooray. Yippee.
Yippee. Hooray.
Okay, let's look at something really cool now. Let's see how a ghost role is not just outside, but maybe already happening in someone's behavior, though they don't realize it. Since we've been talking a lot about democracy, let's think about a group that wants to be democratic. They don't want to have any leader. That is, they want a leaderless group. Sounds like a great idea to me, but the leader becomes a ghost role in the field. And in fact, that ghost role still exists in the group, though it usually happens unconsciously. You see, Arnold Mandel showed that you can't really get rid of a role. It is an energy that is part of the group and will appear in some other form. And it can roam around from person to person. For example, it can appear in the way people act without them realizing it. Like, someone might disagree with everything that is said and subtly undermines what is happening. That could make it difficult to come to any group consensus or a decision. She picked up the role and the energy of the leader, but didn't realize it. Similarly, do you remember this guy? See if you can identify the ghost role and how it's happening in the moment.
Anyone who dictates to people. It's not right. Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about.
Right. The ghost role is a dictator who doesn't listen to others. Here, the speaker isn't aware that he himself is pointing his finger and dictating what is right. To sum things up, to notice ghost roles, just look at this owl. We need its kind of awareness of subtle background things that most people and groups don't usually see. So, to notice ghost roles, you have to be a little bit like this owl, who can see things moving at night in the darkness, so to speak. That is, noticing ghost roles that are usually hidden in group discussions. There's a lot more to learn about ghost roles, but we'll wait until we get to the practice section of the film to talk about them more. And by the way, we can find ghost roles displayed all around our cities and towns. I see them all the time, but most people don't realize it. And remember, if you start talking about me after this film, I will become a ghost role in your conversation. So, bye for now.